city bitch, trip city bitch. Trip city bitch, trip city bitch. Trip city bitch, trip city bitch. Trip city bitch, trip city bitch. Yeah. Trip city bitch, yeah, I'm coming on the clip. Trip city bitch, trip city bitch. 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 What's up, Trip City? Welcome back to Opinions Nobody Asked For or cares about. What's up, Trip City? Welcome back to Opinions Nobody Cares For or Asked About. I'm your host, trippy.grimm, and the year's coming to a close. That's why I gotta, put on my Christmas hat, and let's talk about a few things real quick, trying to get a few more podcasts in before the year's over. This one's going to be more oriented towards the Jake Paul and Tyson fight. If you watch this fight, oh my God, I was waiting forever to see this shit. And, I believe a lot of people had their own mixed feelings about this. Some people felt like it was Jake Paul just trying to get an easy win. Some people felt as if Tyson was getting back in the ring basically for nothing. The thing is, once I heard his justification for getting in there, it kind of made me understand it a little bit more, He would say, he just basically wanted to prove he was at least fucking 40% of what he used to be. He had some health problems the month before, and he said he thought he was going to die. And he would rather die in the ring doing what he loved than to back down from a fight. And I completely understand that. And I respect the hell out of that. It's just, I think it just sucks for someone you look up to so much to kind of, I don't want to say dethroned, but, at least thrown off kilter by Jake Paul, And I feel like also people tend to not give Jake Paul his due, They're saying, he went to where's he going next, to fucking nursing home? Jesus. You're gonna go beat up some kids in an elementary school playground? But in my opinion, Jake is a legitimate fighter. He's a good boxer. He'd get absolutely smoked in UFC. He'd get fucking destroyed, but he's a good boxer. And I think that it's not as dramatic and weird as I thought it was originally. That being said, all the fights leading up to the Jake Paul fight were incredible. They were some of them were lackluster, but there was a moment where, I forget their names, I'll put them right here, I put two pictures of them. There were two women fighting, and this one woman fought so hard and took so much shit, really prevailed. Her eyelid, her hooded eye, it was like falling down off her face. She took some fucking beats, and they got awarded the other way. And some of those fights were better than the Jake Paul and Tyson fight in the way that we could tell everybody was holding back. Everybody was holding back. Jake was holding back. Tyson was holding back. Everybody. There was something so depressing about his walk up when he's walking up to the ring. And I don't know if that's just the juxtaposition between Jake coming in with his brother, spraying fucking champagne, and Mike's just walking up to set just by himself, chill. I know that Mike Tyson made a considerable amount of money. I know that Jake Paul was able to fight with one of the greatest boxers and have it rule in his favor. So technically everyone did win. Technically everything's okay. I I don't know though, man. I felt existential about that fucking fight. I'm not gonna lie. I already know that we are all destined to end up in the dirt. I know that we are nothing but sand falling through our hands, escaping us. There's nothing. You're not guaranteed anything in life. And I think watching this fight was just a real big testament to that. Seeing this legend get utterly fucked up by this guy who's given like 40%. I mean, I don't want to say Jake was holding back, but he was out of respect, and I completely understand. I mean, to the very end, he conceded, and he was just done. And he bowed his head, and I like the reverence from Jake Paul. I do, because you shouldn't respect everybody just because they're older than you. Because, I mean, Nazis are older than me, but I believe older people have lived life and they have wisdom to give, and especially if they fought and made a name for themselves, they absolutely deserve that title and that reverence. And he's fucking fought and scrapped for everything he's ever had in his life. And something about that's just so relatable. And it sucks, but I have a lot of admiration for wanting to die doing what you love. I can agree more. I'd want to fucking die for what I thought was right. More important. I think it's really one of those things where time comes for us all. You gotta punch that clock. And seeing that real time with an absolute unit of a man, a fucking straight up berserker. You know what I mean? He's a fucking tank. And to see him get like absolutely fucking pummeled by this kid and from Ohio, I don't know. It's just weird to see. I gotta say, Jake Paul gets a lot of shit though. He gets a lot of shit for not being a good fighter, for going, but I mean, Mike accepted that fight too. He's a grown ass man. And what are we gonna say? Oh, he can't do it. He's not good enough to do it. He's a fucking legend. I think a part of us wanted to see Mike win this shit, but then another part of us fucking knew he wouldn't. And I honestly do believe it was set up like this. To the point where, like, maybe in the beginning it was supposed to be a legit fight, but after seeing, I don't know, I don't want to say that, and I don't want to take that away from Mike, and I don't want to take that away from Jake, but if you watch this shit, if you sit and watch, and it might be pacing, right? In a fight, you really have to slow down and pace yourself. It's like a race, because especially in boxing, where, I mean, it's every fight, but like boxing, you can go out pretty quick, just giving all you got. So you have to pace yourself. But this felt a little bit beyond pacing. I don't know. It just felt, I don't know. It felt kind of weird. Not even like it was fake, but like everybody wasn't fighting to their full ability. That could have been because Jake was trying to respect the king. Could have also been Mike and Jake not wanting to hurt Mike because Mike was just in the hospital, or Mike not wanting to hurt himself because he has a family. And I know that, like, at the end of the day, that is what is more important to anyone, especially Mike, is getting out of this shit and being with his family. Because he'll always be the king. He's an absolute fucking monster, dude. Yeah. A lot going on. I think the politics are toning down. I don't know, it's crazy, like, I'm hearing so many people disown their family members because they voted for Trump. And you know what? I mean, I'm going to say good for those people who are getting disowned, because you don't want those people in your life who want to judge you and turn you into something else, make you believe something you don't believe just because they are right. Alright, if you can't exist with someone you disagree with, then you are the definition of intolerance. I'm sorry. I don't know what's right. I don't know what's wrong. But I believe what I believe, and if you judge me for that, that's on you. It's been a crazy fucking year, dude. Crazy, man. Christmas is coming up. There have been a few interesting situations. One I wanted to talk about was a man who was injured by throwing a boomerang in Africa because he collects artifacts. He threw a boomerang, it came back, hit him in the head. Turns out he works for the entity that is his company, which he owns. So, to get workman's comp, he sued his company, i.e. himself, to get workers' comp, and won. And won. I mean, the logistics of this, the judge was confused. He was like, alright, okay. I guess I'm gonna have to rule in favor of you, basically. Like, I have no choice. I really don't know what the fuck's going on, but I'm gonna do this. Weird situation. Imagine suing yourself. Oh my god. Because I've injured myself so many times in my own house. I wish that was a logistical thing, a logical thing to do, but I know it only applies to a business setting. Also, what the fuck do you think was gonna happen with the boomerang? It was like, I didn't know this was like the type that came back. What, you thought it was like a prop boomerang? We're on a fucking movie set, bro? We're in Africa. It might have been Australia, because I think the boomerang might be native to Australia, actually. I don't know. I'll put it right here, and then I'll say I was wrong. Also, let's see what we're running through here, because I'm pretty much freeballing this. Just woke up. Who gives a shit? I wanted to pump it out. Get you some more podcasts. I know you love hearing me say but yeah, and smoking some fucking doobs, talking about fucking nothing. You love that shit. You fucking love it. I don't know, man. I'm just grateful for everything I have. I'm grateful for everyone in my life. I hope you feel the same, and I hope that this year turns out good for you, because it has certainly turned out good for me. And not the way that I had no struggles or things weren't hard, but you realize things, you learn things about your life, and you try and grow from them. And I think I did a lot of that this year. You know, a lot of times people will think of themselves as the good guy. And I'm not necessarily saying this is me, but it has been me in the past. people will think of themselves as the good guy, the one who's winning, the hero, the savior. And that justifies all the actions that will turn you into a villain. It will erode the very fabric of your identity until there's nothing left. Because you thought you were the good guy. Well, don't you know, every single fucking villain thinks that. They have a personal vendetta against the world. You have a choice to let shit go or get revenge. And getting revenge will always come back on you. Trust me. Even in the smallest ways, even if no one knows it, because you'll know and God will know. That's the truth. Karma is a bitch and it will come back on you. What was that? Huh? I don't know what I just fucking said. Maybe I'm having a stroke. What I meant to say was, welcome back. Had a small interruption. With this Jake Paul fight, you know, it's a lot of emotions. I went through that. Talking about people's justifications. It'll lead you to do exactly what you said you would never do. Karma's a bitch. You should have known better. Karma's a bitch. You should have known better. Make a fucking... Let's see if we can make a rap. Let's see if we can make a rap remix to this real quick. I'm not gonna make a beat because I'm not one of those dudes, but no, God. Oh, dude, is there something that's not copyrighted? I can play. Hold on one sec. Hold on one sec. I think I can do this. Bear with me. Bear with me. You know, people talk about like being in the woods with a bear. I'd like to see you try. Because if that shit's a brown bear, you're fucking dead, bro. You're fucking dead. If it's a polar bear, you are dead. You're straight up dead. Because you're out in the fucking wilderness. Those things will kill you. And they're white. Like, they blend in perfectly. You stand out unless you're like white, like how white I look with this fucking flash on me. But I'm talking about like the gay guy from Ian Gallagher from Shameless White. That's fucking white. Something about the Conan O'Briens, the Shamelesses. Irish, that's what it is. Whiteness. That's what I always thought was so interesting, because I have Spanish, Portuguese, and Irish. Both in Irish is dominant, but the Spanish Portuguese is a considerable amount in comparison to other things. And I'm like, what the fuck? How did I end up looking like this? Let's see. I feel like this is a good way to conclude this, maybe. We'll see. Oh God, I don't think this is the... God, please. Oh my God, please be copyright free. A little too loud. I've heard like 400 beats that sound like this.
Purchase your tracks today.
Jesus! Go down a little bit. Hold on one sec. Alright. Yeah. Karma, Dharma, Llama in this shit. I ain't no bombing. Karma. Karma is a bitch. Should've known better. I've been super fed up with this shit. I write a letter. The Santa wants something. a little better. Elections, infectious, running through your section. I'm reckless, and yeah, I'm fucking tore up from the stomach, bitch. Yeah, I'm fucking soaring through the skies, taking pills, there's no disguise. See it in my eyes, loopy motherfucking cries. Emo boy with this shit, no fucks I am giving. Coon hat, coon hat, coon hat, coon hat, coon hat, coon hat. You can't take it away from me, bitch. I don't give a fuck how you feel about the word coon. Cause it's a raccoon. Never been to the South, no. Digressing. Yeah, call me Ranch, cause I be dressing. Yeah, I'm the teacher, let me teach you a lesson. I'm the best in Fenty. Fucking Fenty. Well, I don't even know what they sell. I've never bought something from Fenty ever. But yeah, I don't know. Let's see if I can make it match up with it. Karma's a bitch, should've known better. Karma's a bitch, should've known better. Karma's a bitch, should've known better. Alright, I feel like that was decent. You know, they're not all hits. Got some boots. Yeah, I just buy the $8 version because literally for like $5 or $6, it's like a quarter of this. So I'm walking around with a big ass glass bottle of booch. Pretty sure you're supposed to dilute this, but I eat a lot of protein, so I kind of need that shit to move through me. And when you drink this raw, I have violent shits. So, I mean, in a good way. It's like, oh, thank God it's out. Oh my God. It really does, like, it is a probiotic. It repopulates the gut. It is good for you. It's because the root inside of it. But you're supposed to dilute it, I think, even for your kidneys, because it's fermented as well. But I just don't care. Maybe if I catch a buzz off this, I'm the last person to give a fuck. Like, I'm not gonna be like Lindsay Lohan. Yeah, I just fucking ran into Caitlyn Jenner's car and killed 14 people, and oh my God, I was off kombucha. I'm sorry. Why do I sound like I don't know, this whole episode I've been sounding like a Canadian trying to do a southern accent. What the fuck is this? Something about the booch, man. I like it. The sourness of it. Like, it's better cold, but I mean, this has just been sitting on my bedside table. I got a massage yesterday. I really needed one. Let me tell you, I've never done one ever in my life. I've been to the chiropractor because I've had back problems from sleeping on the floor as a child, not having a bed, sleeping on couches. But I've never done a straight up massage, and I've never even had a deep tissue massage at all because all the people, you know, whether I'm in a relationship with my girl and she might rub me, but she's not like getting in there, you know. So I went to this little Asian joint, and it's pretty cool. For a second there, I was like, what the fuck? She was straddling my back, like this shit, like legit had her fucking knees around me, kneading my back. She did one thing where she had her fucking arms like this. I was like, what the fuck is this? There was a moment where her boobs were on my head because she like came around up front and my head's like down in there. And she like I can feel her boobs on my head and she's rubbing my back, my upper back. But that's, honestly, I didn't even pay attention much to that part because once she got to the shoulders, that was my biggest issue. Is my shoulders have been so tight because I've been having so much anxiety and stress that I've been holding it in my shoulders and I couldn't even lower them. Like, they were like up here. But now that I got that done, it's like, oh my God, it feels so good. It really wasn't even that expensive too. I gave them a tip because I was like, y'all are killing it. Y'all are killing it. And I was like, at one point, another woman came in who speaks better English, came in and was like, oh, I like your tattoo. Yes. Very handsome. I'm like, okay, working for that tip. Working for that tip, aren't you? And when she walks out, she pats me on the butt. I'm like, okay, all right, sure. Why not? Why not? I mean, that's friendly, right? That's not sexual. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? I'll take it. Boost my ego. Fucking. Then I'm leaving, and then we're settling, and she's like, you sure you don't want another hour, handsome? Oh, I love your hair. Talking about the side shape thing. I'm like, damn, y'all really want to tip. I was already going to tip them, but they're working for it, for sure. For sure. When you call me handsome 3 times, that's when you know you're probably getting a tip. Which one? Which tip will you get? No, nice ladies. Truly nice ladies. God, they gave me some much needed relief in my back. I feel like the game has been changed. As far as pain, it's really helping my sobriety as well. Maintaining sobriety and not just getting drunk every single night. I don't know how long that'll last, but it definitely set me up. Cause it got to the point where I couldn't even like lower my shoulders. You know, they were just always knotted up. You know, it's cold out here too. That's the thing. Not as cold. I'm in the South, but it's cold in this part of the hemisphere. I think it's a you know, what's funny is I actually, on the aptitude test for high school, when you're trying to pick out college, you know, the college aptitude test, is it college? I don't know. I forgot the fucking standardized testing. It's aptitude test, basically to find out what you're good at. And I just forget the acronym. It's gone. Who cares? I feel like it doesn't matter. I got masseuse it went masseuse, social worker, and then I forgot the other 2. But those were the top 2s that I got, and I was like, wow, okay. And I ran with social worker, and I actually did my senior project on that, being a social worker. But then I was like taken back a little bit by the masseuse. Has to do with empathy. Apparently, a few of the questions I answered on the test translate to empathy. Empathetic answers, which translated to an empathetic job, is what I figured out later on. Because to be able to rub someone and know where their pain is lying and know what feels good, you have to have a certain type of empathy, be able to feel their pain, be able to know where it is, locate it, and do whatever it takes to get rid of it. And to be fair, I give some good back rubs. You can ask Parrish. I mean, I get in there with the elbow, and yeah, I do it. That's why, honestly, I don't even. I only need to give back rubs every once in a while because I give them good. Really are. Wow, I'm sucking my own dick so hard. Wonder if I need to remove some ribs. Boot! I feel like I want to be like fucking Thor and be like, boots! And then it comes to my hand. Oh, fucking hell, man. I don't know. In summary, that fight was, I don't want to say sad, but definitely existential. Makes you feel a certain type of way. And I'm glad everybody had a good outcome. That's all I can say. Nobody got seriously hurt. People made money. It was a good outcome. But, yeah, Moloch's political division is getting annoying, and I think people are waking up to it. It's stupid. Why do you give so many fucks about this? Like, it's just so funny. People, they don't care about you. You know that, right? Conservatives, liberals, the higher up media, they don't care about everyday people. They never will. They never fucking will, dude. I'm telling you. Because once you get to the other side, there's a select group of people who actually maintain that humbleness, that ability to knock oneself down a peg. And I don't know, man. I voted for who I voted for, but I sure as hell don't feel bad about it. And I sure as hell don't care, you know? I mean, like, once I voted, that was it. I mean, whatever happened was gonna happen. Just let it go. Just fucking let it go, man. Last episode was at Atlanta, right? About Atlanta. And I'm not even thinking about Atlanta anymore. Fuck this shit. Like, it's a decent show. It's not my favorite. I don't like it that much, but it's decent. I feel like we're getting off topic. I'm trying to do the outro. Do we even have an outro? Well, I'm trippy.grimm, and this is the outro. See you, trippy gremlins.